Hello, Kelly Cody here, and today I wanted to show you how you can create templates inside of your own DocuSign account. So this is helpful if you find yourself using the same forms over and over and constantly having to drag in those same fields into that form. So the easiest way to get into DocuSign for me is I just go into Command, into one of my transactions, and click Go to Transaction. That's going to open up my DocuSign room, and it's going to take me to a place that looks like this. Up in the top right-hand corner, either click on your picture or a grayed out silhouette that you have as your profile image, and then click Switch to e-signature. Inside of the e-signature area, this is going to take you to a place where you can really manage your own DocuSign that's not specific to one transaction. So up here at the top, click on Templates, and over here on the left, you're going to click New. I'm going to create a template, and I'm just going to choose the PDF. I'm going to click Upload, and I'm going to choose the PDF that's of this transaction or this of this document that I use over and over and over. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll to the bottom of my list. I'm going to go with a wire fraud and phishing scam alert. It's a good document to have. Now, down under the recipients to the envelope, this is the person who will be receiving this over and over, not the individual, but their role. So I'm going to take a quick look at this document and scroll down and find out who the recipients are. And it looks like it's buyer 1, buyer 2, seller 1, and seller 2. Nobody else needs to do any kind of signing or initialing in this document. Okay, great. So now under my role, I'm going to say buyer 1, add a recipient, buyer 2, add a recipient of seller 1, and then add a recipient for seller 2. At this point, that's all I need. Now I'm going to click Next up in the top right-hand corner, and this is going to get me to the place where you're probably familiar with of dragging and dropping the different fields. So this is going to take a signature field, another signature field, a third signature field, and finally a fourth signature field. And I'm also going to bring in 4 different date signed fields into this document. And one more, okay. And so now I just have to go through assigning them. So buyer 1 is correct for both the sign and the sign date. They're yellow, everything is color coded inside of DocuSign. For this one, I need to select both of these fields. So I used my shift key and clicked multiple. I'm going to come over here and say that this is now buyer 2. You can see they've turned from yellow to blue, and they're now assigned to buyer 2. So I'm selecting my seller 1, holding shift and holding date signed. And now I'm going to go down and say seller 1. And then I'm going to do the final seller 2. At this point, I can save and close. I'm going to call this template my wire fraud and phishing scam. Phishing has an H in it, doesn't it? And phishing scam alert. Save and close. I've now created a template in my system. So that means that when I come back to a document and I go into envelopes and I say that I want to bring in a new document from a template that I have, I can go down the list of my templates, select the wire fraud and phishing scam, say add selected, and I can now choose recipients, and I'm going to have pre-tagged roles. And I'm going to say that buyer 1 in this case is going to be an agent. I've been practicing on myself. I've been practicing out with this. So I'm going to say add selected. And that is all that was needed for me. If I go to next, you're going to see in this field that everything has been already assigned, that I am done. I don't have to do this click, drag, and drop anymore because, again, I'm going to go ahead and say yes. There is a 100% match for an existing template to this document. I click Apply, and it already brought it in knowing that this, and over here on the right, see how it doesn't say buyer 1 anymore? It already says Steve and Gary. So that's it. I can now say send, and, oh, right, anyway, because I have multiple ones. Anyway, but it's going to go ahead and say, great, we can go ahead and send this off. And as soon as Steven signs this document, it automatically is going to come back into the room that I have associated with this opportunity. So that is it, nice and easy. I hope that you found that helpful.